Hi everybody, it's Sarah. Welcome to today's video. We are going to be looking at the April 2021 forecast for Gemini natives. This is Sun, Moon, and Rising sign in Gemini. I will be using a variety of cards to look at 6 sectors of your life for April 2021. The last card draw will be for the best crystal, so be sure and watch to the end. There is also a timestamp if you want to just jump ahead in the description box. This is my take on the astrology and the tarot, and because of that, it will not resonate with everyone. And that's okay. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. Gemini, it has been an interesting last, probably 6 months, maybe a year. There's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows during this time. As we look back on March, we see that things are starting to shift for you. Your direction is becoming clear. So in this reading, the first card that we're going to draw will be what you're bringing forward from the month of March into April. Oh, okay. Creative expression. This card is really about doing things for the fun of it, as opposed to trying to make a masterpiece or write a book or do something to make money. This is about enjoying art, enjoying writing, painting, sculpting, gardening, whatever it may be, just for the sheer joy of it and as a self-care. I think this signifies too that you're in a much better place than you've been in several months as you begin the month of April. You're feeling better, you're feeling more relaxed in your own skin, and you're embracing some of the changes that are happening. So this is a really good place to be, because this means you're working on your self-care and that you're taking time for yourself in a positive way. So we're going to draw the next card, which will be from the traditional Rider-Waite deck, and this is your obstacle for the month. And the card is the Hierophant, or the Pope. So this is about organized religion. This is about living up to what you feel that society thinks you're supposed to be doing. Something that is, of course, magical, but more organized. You've been battling with trying to find your place. And you don't like when people are gossiping about you or talking about your business, but you can feel it. You can feel that they have been lately. People have been meddling in your business, and you're not happy with that. You're not happy with what society says you should be doing. You know that you have great potential and that you could be doing many, many different things. And you've done many different things. Sometimes people don't understand why you can't just stick to one thing, but it's not in your nature. Geminis are known to be very smart, very intelligent. They love to communicate with people. They love to engage with people. They lose interest in things that are boring. Often Geminis will study, start a new career, become very successful at it, and then switch to something completely different. It's not because they're not stable. It's because they're just excited about learning something new and are very intelligent and need that stimulation. So society doesn't always understand that, and perhaps your family doesn't really understand that either. So that is going to be the obstacle for the month, is trying to find that balance of fitting in what you really think you should be doing versus what society thinks you should be doing. So you may be feeling pushed to find stability, but you're not being challenged at your current job. So this may mean a change in your career, or a change, at least maybe a shake-up where you're working now, where you may go to a completely different department or something like that. So the obstacle is, of course, to find the balance in this where you are happy, you are feeling stimulated without changing jobs completely. And you've been feeling this brewing for a while, so this is not a big shock that this is an obstacle. It's just, it may be coming to the boiling point now in the month of April. Okay, let me shuffle really quickly, and we're going to look at your biggest asset for the month. Your biggest asset for the month is purification. My energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. So it's time to get clear on that fast. It's time to get clear on eliminating those substances that maybe you're using to self-soothe with that aren't in your best interest. It's time to really look at your circle of friends and get clear on who really is a friend and who maybe just be a hanger-on, who is just a hanger-on that doesn't really have your best intentions in mind. So yeah, I think your biggest asset will be to get clear and purify your entire life. It seems like a big order, but I think it's going to flow naturally and organically during the course of the month. Plus, you know yourself, you feel better when you get a good night's sleep. You feel better when you eat right. You feel better when you're not overspending or spending too much time online or plugged in. You love tech and you love people. You love to connect with people through technology, but you know too when you've had too much of it that you need to take a break. And that might be something else that you consider this month, is scheduling time, weather permitting, to maybe go camping or at least go spend more time out in nature, because I think that would be really soothing for you and really help you replenish your energy. Things are definitely shifting for you. The next card will cover your home life. All right, I'm going to read this as your home life and the next card as your love sector. Your home life, positive expectations. Things are getting better at home. You just have to stay positive about it, and you have to focus on the good and not the negative. Things are working. Maybe not the way you thought they would, but they are working. You're coming to terms with some of the problems that you've had over the last year, and you and your family, your roommates, your partner are coming to a new understanding of each other. This has been a long time coming, and it's a very good thing. You just need to stay positive, focus on what's working, and not get bogged down in trying to micromanage things. So overall, your home life looks like it's definitely improving, but it started improving in March too. So yes, just keep working like you are. Stay focused on the positive and know that things won't always look like this. You are in the middle of a transition and it is now finally shifting in your favor. So just keep moving forward and be patient. The shift that you've been waiting for is right around the corner. Okay, so the next card is your love sector. This covers both single and partner Geminis, and the card is higher consciousness. So single Geminis, could it be that you're looking for love in all the wrong places and that you're looking for your ideal partner in places where you wouldn't normally spend a lot of time or doing things that you wouldn't normally do? For instance, if you're not a sports person, going to someone's football party, you may not end up meeting people that have the same interests as you. So I know that with the pandemic and the lockdown that you're just ready to get out there and to accept all these invitations that are coming your way, because now everyone's wanting to have a party or have a lunch or a brunch, and they definitely want you there because you are so much fun to be around. Except that you really need to think about that. Just because you meet someone at a place or an event that you go to doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be a good match. Sometimes when our friends want to be helpful, they try and set us up with people. And while your friends do mean well, they may not necessarily know what you're really looking for. So just keep that in mind and be more discerning when it comes to accepting invitations or dating people. Don't date someone just because they're persistent. It's time for you to open up to the fact that, there is somebody special for you out there, but you don't have to settle for the first person that walks up. You can do better, and you should do better. You should find someone who is interested in the same things you are. So really be aware of that as you go through the month, because you will have some romantic encounters, and that's fine. But before you start fantasizing about the future, really look to see that you're a good match. And for a partner, Gemini, higher consciousness means that your relationship is shifting. You're shifting from a more mundane relationship to something more spiritual, something that is transcending the physical plane. You're both growing rapidly, and now, thankfully, you seem to be growing in the same direction. It hasn't been an easy ride the last 6 months, but things are starting to even out, and now you're starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. You can see where you can repair this relationship and be stronger than you've ever been before. Things are shifting. You are at a much better place now than you were even 2 months ago. Okay, so overall, so far, this has been a much more positive reading for you. There were some surprises, but there were also some things that you already knew were likely to happen and that you needed to work on, like clearing out the people in your circle that aren't being actual helpful friends, but hangers-on, and getting control of your diet and your habits. So there's a lot of stuff happening for you, but you're moving forward rapidly, and now you're starting to get some of your optimism back. You're starting to feel more like your old self. So let's go ahead and look at the next card card, which will be the outcome. If you stay on the current path that you're on, this is the likely outcome. Financial flow. So that obviously means things are working out. The money is coming in. Those things that you've been doing in the background quietly trying to make money are starting to pay off in the month of April. Allow the money to come in and don't second guess it. Don't try to micromanage how it's going to arrive. Just allow it to come. Things are moving in your favor finally financially, so accept it. Accept it and know that also it is a symptom of everything else in your life working out. You're starting to relax some into this new energy of 2021 and not fight the new direction it's taking you in. You've stopped resisting these changes and now you're flowing with them and things are moving much easier for you. So yeah, that's a really good card and a really good placement. If you continue on as you are now, everything looks like it's going to be probably one of the better months of the year. So let's draw a card for the best crystal for you to work with. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a fun trip, huh? Sorry about that. My camera jumped off. So, okay, we have two cards and we're going to roll with that. We have the Emerald and we have Hematite. Both very good cards. Hematite is, of course, one of the go-to grounding stones to keep us in our body, to keep us focused and not daydream and flitter off. And also it helps to repel negativity and toxins. It's also used in healing blood disorders. Emerald is a beautiful stone that is prized by just about everybody. It's a birthstone for May, and it is one of those stones that works directly on the heart chakra, healing it and restoring it almost instantly. I would suggest that you carry both stones with you for the month, and if possible, meditate with them separately and then wear them together, but meditate with the emerald separately. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, why not give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Okay, thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.